Good Thursday evening, everybody. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network and live coverage of the NetCode ESports Mighty Midget Series. Tonight, triple header time. 3 races for you here tonight. I think we're going to Cedar Lake and Eldora, and yeah, I'm forgetting the last one. Gonna be a fun one no matter what. Small field, so it's gonna go pretty quick for you. I'll get all the commercials run in between sessions as I had a small snafu getting in this evening. My own fault. 100% my fault. I clicked the button I shouldn't have clicked. So, like I say, I've done it to myself. It is what it is. We're going to have a heat race. And then these guys are going to redraw. 55, Steven Spieth. James Gray, the 76. They'll be the front row. Reed Brochart, the 93. And the 71 of Josh Gerlach in row 2. And then your 2 points leaders. Starting at the back of this heat race. Should be a fun one for them. The 38, Billy Barros on the inside. And Garrett Boyd in the 21 on the outside. I am trying out some new stuff here tonight, folks, so please forgive me. Mistakes are bound to be made with new items. Let's check our stats here. We know that Billy Barros and David Krikorian split the wins last week. We've been here 19 times. We've got 14 different winners. We've had a run of 6 consecutive different winners till Cody Parmley back in May of 2025 swept both features here at Cedar Lake. That was the last time. We're going to Kern County for the next one, so that's the track that I was forgetting. Right now, the track, I do not have a track record for here, but Garrett Boyd has a 13-point lead over Barros and 16 over Krikorian. Garlex 37 back and Brochard 69 as we're underway with a green flag in Heat 1. Spieth got a good start. He'll rush to the front, but Gerlach will try to close in. Too wide, too deep. I don't know where James Gray went to. There he is. He's on the screen. There's our drivers. Couple of laps in. This is going pretty quick. These guys are going to put it together pretty fast here. Gerlach to the front. Spieth is second. Barros and Brochard are fighting side by side. I'll tell you who's struggling. That's the 21. Your points leader. Struggling at the moment. Garrett Boyd cannot get anything going. Started at the back, and it looks like he's going to stay there. The guy on the move is Josh Gerlach. He already bit 3 spots up to the lead. Now it's a 3-way battle with just about 4 laps to go. Two laps already to go in this one. Quick heat race. Coming to the white flag. Gerlach's having it his way. We're going to invert everybody in this feature. I think Boyd's taking advantage of that. Who knows? I just don't think he can get anything going. I think the track's so hammered down right now. Gerlach will win it. Barros up to second. Good points for Barros. Spieth, Brochart, Boyd, and Gray. And with the invert, that'll put Boyd and Brochart on the front row, and that might change some things for the feature. I don't know if they're going to give these guys any time to get out here and run around or not. Surely do wish that these guys could get some more drivers, man. It'd be so much more fun. They do a great job. Please don't misunderstand me. I don't know why guys don't want to race with them, because it's the best of the best right here. Great run league, great run series. So we're just waiting to see what they're going to do. Would like to have had some more cars so we can see how this new set of overlays is going to work. Because it's a trial run right now. We don't know if we're going to keep it or not. We do like it. We like it a good deal. We think it looks good. We haven't got all the components uploaded for it, but it's going to be a different look for the guys, that's for sure. When we get to the end, yeah, it's going to really look good. When we get to the end of a night. Well, I was wrong about how we're going to choose things for sure. 100%. Barros and Gerlach will be on the front row. Then Boyd and Brochart and Spiess will be in the third row. I don't see James Gray. Something must have happened. Knocked him out of the server. So we're getting ready to head down here. Take a look at the grid. Gerlach and Barros, and I guess they reversed that. Then Spiess and Brochart, Boyd and Gray, they're going to rearrange them all. That's what they're going to do. They're going to roll off. They got 2 laps to get them squared away. Yeah, we think this is going to look a lot nicer because we've got the color swatches for the drivers, and it just looks a lot better. Public address, and they are loud tonight for some reason. Got theirs on 11, and I could only get mine to 6. But like I said, we're trying some different things out. We will. We got a new ticker for the top, just couldn't get it uploaded. I just wanted to make sure it didn't load because it wasn't going to be like halfway. But a couple of more laps here.
Green flag, green flag.
They'll go green, but they will not go racing. They'll go around one more time, and then we're going to double them up, get them ready to go. Feature number 1 tonight, we've got 3. I think we're heading for Kern County next. Drivers chatting, making sure everybody's good to go. They know where they're supposed to be. Green flag, feature number 1, underway 30. Green flag laps for these guys. We shouldn't have any cautions. It should go pretty quick. Remember, 3 shows. I will not be shutting the stream down. I'm just going to play some commercials, swap servers. We're going to get ready to fire it right back up. Lap 1's in the books. Barros and Boyd are 1-2. Gerlach 3, Spiess 4. Brochart, a distant 5th right now. Watching the middle of this pack right here. They're single file. Barros easing his way out in front of and away from Garrett Boyd. They're in that 21 car. Gerlach trying to do Gerlach things, and he's destined to get that left front tire hung up on one of those infield guard tires right there and have that thing go shooting off into the sunset. But he's made a move, got up next to Boyd. Boyd is going to have to work pretty hard, and I don't think that slider line was the way to get it done because he just opened it up and gave the spot away to Gerlach. Spiess is now putting the challenge down. Just looking for a little extra room. He'll come in, probably slider coming right here. He may hold it down to the bottom. Either way, he's going to pick up the spot. Creeping in on 20 to go already. Barros has been out front. Gerlach is going at it with Boyd, who got back around Spies. And he is starting to figure something out up here on the high side. He's getting that 21 machine wound up. He's keeping it wound up. He goes back to second. He has got to make up 0.8 of a second to catch Barros. He's got a lot of time to do it. He is 3/4 of a second now, and he's got 20 laps to get it done. They were roughly the same speed the last time, but I think this time it's going to be Boyd. A little bit quicker. And he was a 1/10 quicker. It's under half a second now. Boyd not really known for running the outside, being proficient at it anyway. But he is getting it done. He got right up there. I mean, he got so close, I'm sure Barros could hear him. It's under 3/10 now. He's steadily making up time. He was 2/10 quicker the last time around. Running that slightly modified slider line. Now Barros is starting to work that. Spies got around Gerlach, so Gerlach will fall to 4th. And now Barros knows he's there. So he's going to run the same line that got Boyd to him. Goes to the inside this time. Boyd got right on top of the fluff. He lost some ground. Boyd came in with the points lead. He wants to keep it. He don't mind if it's close, but he would like to keep it through this week. Now he's right on the push bar. Can't go for the slider line in 1 and 2 because Barros has been running the bottom. So he's going to have to figure out how to get around. He's going to have 12 more tries at it. He gets right there. He's got to stay his course, I think. He's going to have to run the top, get a big run right here so he can pull to the inside on Barros. Now he shows him that he's there, goes side by side. That might light a fire under the 38. Oh, this time hard into the fence, and that will probably be the end of that. He fell all the way from right on the push bar to over half a second back, and now Barros is cruising the bottom. 10 laps to go. I would say it's doable. Getting there has been one thing. Getting around him is going to be something totally different because you can't run the same line. But he is closing it right back up. He's going to wish he had these 3-4 laps back so he could have set this up a little better. Barros is trying to make that 38 as wide a midget as he can possibly make it. Pretty good lap around the top for Boyd. That time he'll close up pretty quickly here. I think he needs that slider line to get it done. Might have it done right here down the backstretch. Boyd going to go for the lead, getting into 3 and 4. We're coming around at 6 to go. Your 2 points leaders going at it all the way around. And now Boyd will clear, and he'll get 0.3 of a second advantage. Barros, Gerlach got back by Spies. Spies is still 4th, and then Brochard is 5th. It's about a third of a track, and now that Barros knows how Boyd got there, he's moved to the top, and now Garrett Boyd starting to show maybe some signs of fatigue. Not getting that right rear right on the cushion like he was before. He's holding him off, though. He's out to half a second. 3 to go this time. Barros back to what he knew before. He didn't like the top. He's going to run the low line in 1 and 2, the slider line 3 and 4. It's 2 to go. He's got to make up almost 9/10 of a second. Gerlach 2.5 seconds back of the leader, still in third. Spieth is now there, though. These two might go at it for the last lap and see who can come home on the podium. White flag coming out. Boyd gonna pick up the win. Barros will be second. Gerlach looks like he's gonna hang on and come home third in feature number 1. Spieth and Brochart 4 and 5. We'll let him get parked before we interrupt him. Josh Gerlach, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, Roger.
All right, man. Third place, you had to battle a couple of different cars. You battled Boyd first, and then you had to battle Steven Spieth. And even though there's smaller car counts, the racing's still really intense.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and that's the thing here that can't make mistakes because we're probably going to go green to checkered with the group that we have here, and everybody's fast. So, yeah, I picked the wrong line a couple laps there, hit the tires one too many times, and lost a couple seconds. And, I mean, that was just going to be really hard to make up with as fast as the guys are in front of me.
It looked like everybody's having a good time. Looks like everybody's racing hard. I know you and I both wish that we would at least double the field size. What are we going to have to do to get these car counts up?
We actually have some stuff in the works. We'll probably be announcing that here in the next week or two. We're going to see some shakeups, a shakeup to this series that we haven't seen since it started. So it's kind of exciting. Also a little bit of a bummer, like you said. Wish we had bigger car counts. You know, we've weeded out some of the bad eggs that were causing problems there for a little bit. So I'll take, you know, six guys that can mix it up really hard with no issues versus, you know, having more here that are causing problems. But no, I'm just thankful for the guys that show up every week because it's fun to race with them.
Well, 2 more shows to go. I know we got the teeny tiny little Let's Duke It Out bull ring, and then we're going to basically the super speedway. What are you thinking for the rest of the night?
I think more of the same that we just saw here. It'll be hard racing. Going to be like I said before, you can't make mistakes or else you're really going to put yourself behind. But it should be fun. You know, I just want to thank, like I said, everybody that shows up every week, and Billy, James, and Knoxville Knights for helping us get on Dirt Racing Network.
All right, man. Congrats on the first one. Let's see what you can do in the second one.
Thanks, Roger.
Josh Gerlach finishing in third in feature number 1. And now let's go. Grab the guy that was second in points. He led a lot of this thing, and I got to ask him first off, at what point did you know somebody was there? When he slid up beside you in 3 and 4?
I'd say about at the green flag, Roger.
You were so far in front, dude. You were way out there for a little while, and then Boyd fought through the traffic, got around Gerlach. He changed his line, and he started getting. I didn't know when exactly you knew you were about to be challenged.
Yeah, Garrett did so good. That was an awesome drive on his part. Yeah, I could hear him from about halfway on there. I knew he was getting close, and it's fun leading laps, but man, you're just a sitting duck. I have no idea what line to run or where the attack's going to come from. So yeah, the first time he showed his nose, I tried to move down to protect, and then he was up top, so I tried to move up to protect, and then it sounded like he was running sliders, so I ran sliders to protect, and eventually he was just doing too good. Nothing I could do about it, so congratulations to Garrett. That was awesome.
Yeah, we're going to go to a little bitty bull ring, and then we're going to go to what I told Josh Gerlach I feel like is a super speedway for you guys. How are you feeling about heading for the next 2 tracks?
It's funny, we have 3 very different tracks tonight, just in track dynamic. Kern's going to be really tight. We'll see how it develops with a low car count again, but it's one of my favorite places, so I'm looking forward to there. And then, yeah, to your point, Eldora's going to feel like Talladega by the time we finish up at Kern, so that should be fun.
All right, man. Well, you're going to have some points, some extra points now to make up on that guy in the 21 car. How are you at Kern? Do we think the 38 can maybe go victory circle?
I've got a couple of wins there. I do like that track, but we'll see. Garrett's so quick, and so is Josh, and so is Reed and Steven, and everyone in here is really hard to compete with. So So I have high hopes for the place, but we'll have to see.
All right, man. Give me a couple shout outs before I let you go.
That sounds good. Thank you, Roger, as always. Thanks for sticking these out with us. Hopefully we get a little bit more of a more respectable car count in the next few races here, but always love watching these back on the Dirt Racing Network. Thanks to Josh for putting the lead together. Thanks again to James Gray and the guys at the Knoxville Knights podcast for helping us sponsor the season.
All right, man. Good luck in session number 2.
Sounds good.
Billy Barrows finishing in that second spot, and now the points lead. And he comes in here and does things that we don't associate with the driver of the 21. He runs the high line almost exclusively for the whole race, and he picked up the victory. I got to ask him, old dog learned a new trick?
Yeah, I really like running the top at Cedar Lake. And it's really easy to mess up and make a really big mistake in 1 and 2 just to hit it just right. So it's fun to run. I struggle on the bottom late in the races. I can't, I don't know about what these setups or how the car drives or whatever. It just doesn't really fit me.
Well, we thought we saw that mistake with about 10 to go there. You got the fence pretty good. You lost about 0.4 of a second, but it didn't take very long to get it back.
No, I was making up a lot of time in 3 and 4. I could tell, kind of letting the car roll through the center and let it do its thing on the exit. And then I made that one mistake of following him in 1 and 2 going low, but I should have went high. But I figured he was going to try to block the high line and try to defend a little bit, but he didn't.
Well, Kern County, tiny little bull ring. How you feeling about that place coming up next?
I don't really like Kern that much in any car, so I'll probably be running towards the back. I'm also pretty sick today, so I've been having leg spasms and stuff towards the end of that race, so we'll see how the next 2 go.
All right, and I was going to ask you the super speedway over at Eldora, because basically in these little things, that's what it is. What do you think about that place?
We've won there before and got pretty close to winning a couple times, so we'll see. Hopefully we'll be able to kind of replicate what we've done there in the past.
All right, man. Give me some shout-outs before you head for session 2.
Shout out to James and Billy for paying for the broadcast, Josh for putting the league on, Roger, you for broadcasting it, then my loving girlfriend behind me for taking care of me today, and then Quality One, Sim Magic, Sim Shop. That's it.
All right, man. Good luck in session 2, buddy. Thanks for chatting with us.
Thank you.
Gary Boyd, winner, session number 1. All right, that is going to do it for that session. I'm not going anywhere, guys. I am going to do what I always do for you. I'm going to throw up our beautiful, lovely logos. I'm going to mute all of the weird sounds that are going to go on. I think I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to start a commercial. I'm going to try to hurry and get from one session to the next. And hopefully this all works out. So here we go. Here come the commercials that we missed at the beginning of the night.
You are capable of winning races, but you can't do it alone. It's time to elevate your game to the next level with RMR Driving Academy. Richard Murtaugh is the longest running setup builder on iRacing with nearly a decade of experience. With a combined 13,000 rating across 2 accounts, Murtaugh has helped more than 20 drivers advance to the World of Outlaws Pro Series. Log on to rmrdrivingacademy.com or find them on Facebook and Instagram.
p.m. Too much Jack and too much Jim. My head's still pounding like a big bass drum. I reach over for an action, but they're already gone. Another crazy night in this cowboy's life. 'Cause I do what I wanna, do what I please, and all the bartenders let me drink for free. Everybody knows my name, and to me, you know it's just a game. Well, I get on stage and give the fans my heart, singing every night in a local bar. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. Today in the life of a hillbilly rock star.
Alrighty, we made the trip all the way to one of the smaller tracks on the circuit. Same guys are here. They're about ready to get going. I think they're going to go ahead and run this whole practice session out. We're going to let them. We want a couple of minutes for this anyway. We're just waiting for him to end this session. We'll do it all again. Random draw for your heats. They'll redraw for the feature. And then the next one, we're going to do everything the same, and they're going to flip a coin whether they're going to redraw or just do an invert for that final run at Eldora. Garrett Boyd said he did not like this place, and it shows on the stopwatch. He is a half a second off of Reed Brochart. Brochart is by far the fastest in here. He is over a tenth quicker. You can see. Looks like Josh Gerlach is getting his money's worth here. He's using up every inch of the track tonight. He has no tires to hit on the infield, so that will be something that he's not really used to. Yep, he can find the berm, though. So just as I say something, he does something. Isn't that how it always goes, though? All right, looks like the practice session has come to an end. There's no qualifying. They will random draw. And then we'll get ready for our heats. We're going to show you the grid. It's Barros and Boyd. What do you know on the front row? First and second in the points. Then Brochart and Gerlang in row 2. And Spieth will be on the back. We do not have James Gray. I don't know why we don't have a James Gray in here tonight, but we don't. He was here before the race. He is just not here for the race. No track map for heat races, apparently. You guys won't get to see that. Sorry about it, but you won't get to see it. Next time around, we'll get rid of that pesky old pace truck and let these guys go there when they come out of turn number 4. It's only 8 laps for our heat race. Little blinky blink out of that 21 car. He was having issues with his internet, thought he figured it out, and then the other night I think he disconnected.
Green flag.
So we'll see if that blink was a little foretelling, but green flags in the air. Barros, Boyd, then Brochart, Gerlach fourth. Spies is right there in the 5th spot. Lap 1, and once again, Garrett's Boyd chasing Billy Barros, and now Al around the outside. Josh Gerlach with a power move. He takes third. He's going to go to the high side quick here. And I don't know what Boyd is thinking. I know he said he doesn't like this place, but he may have to go up there and run that high side. He is going to try to fend off Josh Gerlach, and I don't even think that's going to help. Gerlach looks to inch by Boyd. Big run up the front stretch. Brochart is right in it, and Brochart had to pedal a little bit because I think he was getting a little closer to the back of the 21 than he really wanted to be. Spies now trying to make a move. That time Gerlach tried to slide her, didn't work. Boyd just drove a little wider and drove right back by him. And now Brochart is trying that. Spies trying to thread the needle. Can he go 2 for 1? No, he's going to push around the 71. 360'd it, kept going. He tried to thread the needle when he went to go a little bit lower there in turn 1. He got into the back of Gerlach. So Spies is up to third, then Brochart and Gerlach. Billy Barros is absolutely gone here. White flag coming out for our heat race, and it looks like this is going to go Barros' way. Smooth through 3 and 4, and he'll come to the checks. Boyd second, Spies, Brochart, Gerlach. So now we do the redraw. We wait, and we see. And, of course, we get the track map back, just not for heat races. Crazy. Why it's not on for a heat race, I don't really know. Like I said, we're playing with some new stuff here. We're trying to figure things out. We'll be waiting for the lineup card to come after the redraw. That's what we'll be waiting for. Took me a minute to get there, didn't it? Sorry about that. Here we go. Here comes our lineup card. They have redrawn. The front row is going to swap. No, they're not. No, Mr. Barros is going to go all the way to the back. Wow, Garrett Boyd will go to the pole. Gerlach to his outside, then Brochart and Spies in row 2. And Billy Barros. He did not need that. He wins the heat race, and he has to start Outback Jack. Well, we'll see how that works out for him. He was fast. He dominated that field in the last one. So we will wait for them to roll off, and then they'll start shuffling. Little blink out of the 21 again. We'll see what that's about. Hopefully it's not the end of his night. He'll be sore if it is, I'm sure. There's your lineup. Boyd and Gerlach will be your front row. Brochard and Spiess in row 2, and then Billy Barros. You can drop all the way to the back of this one. They'll pick up a little speed here. We got to go 2 laps. Into lap 2, we get started. So they'll pick things up just a tiny bit. All right, we're doubled up. It is time to go green for session number 2, 30 green flag laps from Kern County Speedway with the green flag. We'll see if Gerlach can get around the top side, take the lead. It looks like the slider's coming from Boyd. Gerlach's going to cross him over. Who's going to lead lap number 1? Gerlach by half a car. Boyd not willing to just let him go. Drove alongside. He forces it underneath him into 3 and 4. Don't know if he's going to have it coming out or not. Gerlach's got a head of steam. He keeps the lead. Spiess is right there. Barros is now up to 4th. It's a pack of 5. They're tight together. Gerlach now is starting to ease away. He's a couple 3 car lengths ahead of Boyd. Spiess is still right there. Boyd went way up in the fluffy stuff. He's going to give up a spot momentarily. But Spiess picked the front end up on exit, had to pedal the car, and he gave the spot right back. That time, Boyd with a big wiggle through the center of the corner. Gave up a spot to Spiess. He may lose a spot here to Billy Barros. Car not settling the way he likes it, looks like. I'm sure it feels that way for him as well, but he gives up the spot. Now Barros is 3rd, and Brochard is right there. Gerlach still got the lead, but Spiess is closing in. Spiess now cross the nose of the 71. He'll try to stay at the front. Into 3 and 4. He's going to hang on to the point. Steven Spiess will lead for the first time tonight. Billy Barros is making a run on the high side. He's going to try to take 2nd away from Gerlach. Gerlach now has gone to the bottom. Barros now putting 3 cars between himself and Boyd. Be a great points race for him if he could get up there, get the lead, win this thing, and Boyd finishes 5th. That'll probably bring him right back too. They'll probably be about even heading into that Eldora race tonight. Spiess is still out front. Inside 20 to go. Barros still 2nd, but he trails by about 6, almost 7 tenths. Gerlach Another half second behind that. Make it 3/4 of a second now. Then Brochart got around Boyd, and he's tucked in pretty tight. It's, a couple of tenths. Maybe 5 car lengths. In behind Gerlach. And Garrett Boyd losing touch with these guys. He's 2.6 seconds behind your leader. And Spieth is starting to get away. Barros is trying everything. Different lines. He's doing anything and everything he can. Trying to get up there and get to Spieth. Put some pressure on him. But we're halfway through the feature. The gap is not closing 1 foot. But we might see a battle for third because Brochart is reeled in. Josh Gerlach now. You can see the gap on the live track right there. Spieth and Barros have gotten away from these two right here. But it's still 0.8 of a second, 0.9 of a second now from first to second. Spieth has got it locked in at the top. Barros is trying everything. Slider line, run high, run low, run different at each end of the track. Put the left front up on the berm. That definitely didn't help. Guy who's going to be under fire for the last 10 laps runs right there in third at 71. Josh Gerlach, he's got his hands full. Because Brochart has figured out something around the outside. That time Gerlach with a big mistake. There goes that spot. I don't see a David Krikorian tonight, and that's frustrating because 66 is usually pretty quick here. I think his first feature win ever came right here. Brochart, and I think he might have won here that same season. They may have split those. That was when he had the Anaheim Ducks on the car. Been a while. 3-4 seasons ago. Now Brochart up to third. He's 4 seconds behind your leader, and Spieth is still there, and he is absolutely starting to yard Billy Barros. 6 to go that time, 1.9 seconds. The difference. Gerlach falling back away from Brochart, but not in any danger of getting passed by Garrett Boyd. Boyd, your points leader, struggling here in this session. Won the first one. He's not going to have a podium finish unless something weird happens in the next 4 laps. To all the cars in front of him, he is not going to pull off a podium in session 2. We'll see what he can do in the third and final session at Eldora. But we're down to just under 3 laps to go. Brochart still third, and Brochart's got a nice gap. He's a second ahead of Gerlach. He's probably going to pick up his first podium in a long time here. Spieth all the way around down the front stretch. White flag for Steven Spieth. 2.3 seconds. He's on cruise control. He is going to win feature number 2 easy. Barros going to come home second, and Brochart looks like he'll hang on for a third place finish. Gerlach and Boyd will round things out. But the man of the hour right there. Feature 2. Going to go to the 55. We'll get ready to talk to let's see. Barros is up there. Here's a Brochart and Steve Spieth as well. So, Well, let's grab Reed Brochart. Reed Brochart, you got a copy?
I got a copy, Roger.
All right, man. Podium at Kern County, and if I'm not mistaken, you have a win here way, way back when you had the Anaheim Ducks on the car. Am I wrong about that?
You're really close on that. I ended up having a second-place run in the Mighty Ducks car, but I
Okay.
did get a feature win here at Kern earlier this season.
Okay, all right. See, I knew there was a feature win at some point. I just couldn't remember when I saw that. But you're gonna come home on the podium tonight, and you had to work because you had to get around Boyd. Then you had to get around Gerlach, and by the time you did that, it just looked like the other two guys were just too far in front, and there was too much ground to make up.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it was a fantastic battle there with Garrett, and especially Josh. It was super fun to be able to battle side by side for that many laps. I really like how you really got to just get your flow going here and really maintain your momentum. And it's really hard to pass here as the track deteriorates. So I was, I really enjoyed the battles I was able to get into tonight, though.
Well, awesome job, man. We're going to the biggest track we go to, I think, all season long next. Kind of like a super speedway. What are your thoughts about heading for Eldora?
It's really gonna be interesting. I mean, that is a really big joint, and that's gonna be another place where maintaining your wheel speed is gonna be so key. So we'll go on out in the next one and give her hell.
All right, man. Some shout-outs, some thank yous before we let you do that.
Well, got to shout out Josh and Billy for putting this on. I love racing here with the NetCode guys. The Mighty Midget series is a blast. And then shout out to the B team and my teammate DK. I just appreciate it. And thank you, Roger, for coming out and broadcasting this for us. It means a lot.
All right, man. Congrats on the run. Good luck in session number 3.
Thank you, Roger.
Reed Brochart, he finishes 3rd in session number 2. Now, a couple of second places so far tonight. That's definitely going to help a little bit in the points on this one. Billy Barros, that guy out front just kind of yarded you a little bit.
Yeah, what a drive from Steven, man. That was awesome. Congratulations to him on the win. I was just talking to him in the waiting room there. I felt pretty close, pretty consistent pace behind him for the first half of that, and then I started just to explore a little bit, trying to get off the same line. We were running such similar lines, and as soon as I got off the line, I just went backwards and could never really get it back. He was walking me by a little bit every single lap, so it's a great drive, man.
Well, a couple of seconds now. Really, there's only one place to go, and that's one step up when we go to Eldora. Feeling pretty confident?
I sure hope that's the case. Not super confident there, admittedly. I think it's going to be fun. And again, this whole group's so close, so it should be great racing no matter what. But I do like driving there, but the top is such a knife's edge. It's pretty fast to be up there, but you're playing with the wall the entire time. And, man, that's a big lap.
All right, man. Well, give me a little bit of shout-outs and thank yous again before you head off and go to that final session.
Of course. Thanks again, Roger. Appreciate you being here. Thanks to the Dirt Racing Network. Thanks to Josh for putting the league on, and thanks to Garrett and Reed and Steven for coming out and racing with us tonight, and everyone else who hopefully comes out and joins us in the next couple of weeks.
All right, man. Congrats again, and let's see what you can do in session 3.
All right. Thanks, Roger.
Billy Barros finishes 2nd again tonight, and now 2 races, 2 winners. This time a little bit out of the weeds. Did not see the 55 coming home with this one, admittedly, but man, what a drive, Steven. You look like you were pretty near perfect the whole time.
Yeah, it felt good. I think I'm a little hurt by that. God always expect me to be there. Come on now.
Well, with all the fast guys in here, and you did not start on the front row, it's kind of tough to pass people.
It is a little bit, but I found a line that worked and just kind of stuck with it. Tried to move around a little bit, and nothing seemed any better. So in the line I was running, I figured even if somebody caught me, it might be difficult to get around. So glad to get a win. It doesn't happen real often with this group, even though there's not many of us. Anybody here can win. So it's still a good group, even if it's only a few people.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good guys. I hope we can see some more really soon so that we can start seeing a little bit bigger fields in here, and then there'll be even more guys that can put up some challenges. But you're going to get the win at Kern County. I got to ask what you think about heading for Eldora, because basically that's like racing super speedway.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. That's a lot of space on that track compared to this. It's been a while since I drove one of these there, but I'm sure we'll figure it out.
All right, man, give me some shouts, some thank yous before I let you head off and get to Eldora and get ready for that final race tonight.
Just thanks for hanging out with us, and hopefully we'll put on a show worth announcing for you.
All right, man. You guys have done 2 so far that were a lot of fun to do, so hopefully that third one at Eldora will be just as good. congratulations on the win, and let's see what you got there at Eldora.
Sounds good. Hopefully we'll talk to you again.
Steven Spieth finishes on top tonight at Kern County, and that'll give him a little momentum heading into Eldora. So we're going to do what we did the last time. Only this time, you only get to see our beautiful and fantastic logo. Play a little music for you. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Hang tight. Don't go anywhere.
Another Saturday, drinking through my salary. Half cigarette burning in the ashtray. It goes up in smoke like you and me. Not the thing that it used to be. I saw you out again, posting stories with your friend. Well, I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that late night last call. It might have been the full moon shining in the night sky. And it might have been our song playing on the radio station when you turn it down. All those melodies were bringing back the memories. Your kiss on my lips told me why you missed me. Must have been something in the whiskey. I probably shouldn't keep holding on to you and me. You probably shouldn't be riding in my Chevy seat. Sliding closer, coming over for a couple drinks. Same thing that we did last week. You take my hand in yours, pull me through the bedroom door. Here we go again, jumping back in like last time. And I don't know why, but it might have been a full moon shining in the night sky. Well, it might have been our song playing on the radio station when you turned it down. And all those melodies were bringing back the memories. Your kiss on my lips told me why you missed me. It must have been something in the whiskey. You say that we won't do this again, but you'll pick up your phone and call me again. Whenever there's a full moon shining in the night sky, when you hear our song playing on the radio station and you turn it down, all of those melodies start bringing back the memories. But your kiss on my lips told me why you missed me. Must have been something in the whiskey. Must have been something in the whiskey. Tight jeans painted on blue, cheer lipstick it was painted on too. We drove down to the lake one night, just me and you. And you there on that farm, laying in the hay behind the old red barn. I'll never forget how good it felt with you in my arms. It's amazing how it feels so right, you and me and the stars so bright. The radio playing and you kept saying, come on baby, won't you hold me tight. The only thing I had on my mind is, girl, I hope to see you just one more time. As long as I live, I'll never forget that night. That night. 10 years have passed by, you went your way and I went mine. Memories still comes back here all the time. I can't help but think back to you and me laying in the old straw stack. I close my eyes, I can see you smile as my mind goes back. It's amazing how it feels so right, you and me and the stars so bright. The radio played and you kept saying, come on baby, won't you hold me tight. The only thing I had on my mind is, girl, I hope to see you just one more time. As long as I live, I'll never forget that night. That night.
Alrighty. Session number 3 is ready to go. Guys are going to practice for a little bit. They have got to work this big track here. They got to iron out a little bit of dirt here. Garrett Boyd has a feature win here at this track. One of his first seasons here. Wasn't his first race. It was during his first season with this series. We don't know exactly where the points sit at the moment. We're going to have to check that out and see at the end of the night and see if that 3-position swing in that last race does anything. We know he opened it up a little in show number 1, so he probably still has a slim lead coming in here, but I haven't seen updated points after the first 2. Steven Spieth, we'll see what he does here tonight. I think you're going to see a lot of this go right down to the bottom. It's going to be one lane. Maybe that slider line is going to work. Going to be hard to determine that until we kind of get into the race. We know we got a heat race, and then we're going to see if it's a full invert, if they leave them heads up, or if they do some kind of redraw. It was undetermined heading to race number 3. It's been a fun one no matter what. I hope you guys have enjoyed it because I know I have. I always enjoy putting these guys on. Like we've said the first 2 shows, we sure do wish that they'd get a few more drivers in here because it's a fantastic league. It's a great series. And you've seen these guys, they don't run into each other. They don't run each other over. They don't beat each other up. They just race. They race hard, but they race smart and they race clean. We will be back on Sunday night, 8:30 Eastern. Big charity race, 103 laps at Talladega Superspeedway in the trucks. All of this is going to a great cause. There is a cancer victim. I say victim. They're fighting cancer. Really don't know a ton about it, but they are fighting cancer, and I know that all these proceeds are going to help that person offset all of their costs. There's links on our Facebook page. If you want to make a donation, be sure to go by there. It doesn't matter. I think they're doing PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. I think it's all on. All the links are on there. And then come tune in and watch the race. Should be a good one. Super Speedway racing, going to be big packs of trucks. A lot of the Midwest Truck Series guys will be there. We always have fun with them. Every time we go, we have fun with the Midwest Truck guys, just like we have fun with these guys. And then hopefully on Tuesday, we'll be back with ERA. They had a problem like these guys are having. They had minimal car counts and decided not to stream that first race that they ran. They're hoping for some more this coming week so we can stream round number 2 of that series. Then we get back around to a week off for the Midwest Trucks. So Wednesday night, we may play around, get on, and try to do some more overlay work if we don't have it all ironed out between now and then. We'll be back with these guys on Thursday. That following week is the big week. Because on the 29th, DSRL comes back with Monday Night Thunder, 410s and 360 wing sprint cars. Gonna be in action. So qualifying, no heat races, and then a feature. Let's watch. As they come out, we're going to try to keep up with as many of them as we can. They're all going to end up rolling out here pretty much all at the same time. But that week of the 29th should be a full slate. And then starting on October the 5th, we'll go to 5 nights a week again. Told you things will slow down for the summer, but they'll pick back up when we get to the fall and winter, and things are picking back up. So, Garrett Boyd, 16.325 for his first qualifying lap. He is almost a full 10th of a second. Gerlach goes 3.15 and takes it right away from him. This time around, Garrett Boyd didn't pick it up. Gerlach coming around to complete lap 2. He did not pick up much. Brochart with a 42. Just over a 10th off. Barros, all kinds of problems for Barros, and he's 45. And Steven Spieth, well, Steven Spieth didn't fare much better. He ran a 16.49, so your quick qualifier for session number 3. In the 71 car, Josh Gerlach. Now we'll see what the redraw or the invert or whatever does to him, because we don't know which they're going to do, but we know they're doing one of them. Gerlach's trying to get as much practice as he can, and man, after qualifying on the pole, I don't know if he needs it. Had a podium in the first run. Missed it in run 2. Now we'll see what he can do in run 3. He was 37 points back coming into the night. That hasn't probably moved around much with the first 2 races. Boyd and Barros. And I'll tell you, with David Krikorian being out, that's really shook it up. Gerlach's liable to be 3rd coming back next week. So, warm-up session, we'll wait for whatever they're going to do. If they're going to do a full invert, they're going to do a redraw. We're waiting to see. But they are going to take some laps put on the track. I think it's a little too hammered down on the bottom right now, and they definitely don't want anything to do with that at the moment. Yeah, we're starting to get busier again, and I'm happy about that. I am hoping to have K.R. Stoffels covering the Sunday night races. I'm laughing because I'm looking at this lineup. Wow. This looks like this is just an absolute full field invert. That's what this looks like. Because Barros will go from 5th to 1st. Brochart will be on his outside in row 1. Then Spieth and Gerlach in row 2. And your points leader is going to be at the back. I think that's twice. No, he started 3rd. He started 1st, and he'll start 5th. So he started on the inside row, but his starting positions have moved around drastically. This place is big. It is fast for these guys. You're going to have to be perfect. If you're going to run the top, you're really going to have to pray that that bottom goes away. And I just don't think these cars can generate enough to burn the bottom out and make that top viable. Everybody's going to be around the bottom, so you're going to fight for positions. You're going to fight for space. It's going to be interesting. We don't come to these big tracks. We don't go to Knoxville. We don't come to Eldora. We don't go to the big half-mile, really wide, super fast racetracks. There's reasons for all that. There's one of them. Because if you jump that cushion, you're in a lot of trouble. It is going to be a fight for real estate down on the bottom. I can almost guarantee it. These guys are going to want to keep that thing locked in down there around that inside wall, left front nearly dragging it. These little midgets just do not generate enough speed on this big track. And the wheel spin, I mean, you heard them talk about it heading over here that, you're going to have to keep your wheel speed up. Well, it's not going to be a lot of wheel spin. It's going to just be about momentum. And up at the top, you can't, see, there you go. He jumps that fluff and goes right into the fence. You just can't do enough. The car just can't produce enough to get you around. If the bottom were to get slicked off and go away, I would say something completely and thoroughly different. All right, we are going to get ready to go feature racing for the final time tonight. This will not be your lineup. We're going to move the 38 of Billy Barrows to the pole and put 93 car Reed Brochard on his outside. Then Steven Spiess inside row number 2 next to Josh Gerlach. Gerlach's in that 71 car. And you're going to move Garrett Boyd in the 21 all the way to the back row. That's the car that's going to have the hardest time of all. Everybody's going to want to be down on the bottom, and he's going to need that bottom to try to pass cars. I don't think he can do it on the top. I don't think he can do it in the middle. Too fast. Everybody's too consistent, and it's just going to be difficult. So we'll start rolling them off. We'll start shuffling them around. Well, that's going to be your pole sitter. Reed Brochard, then Spiess, and then Gerlach. And the guy out back in the 21. "30 more laps before we end it. All right. They'll get a green flag here, and then we'll start to get them reordered. They got to go around twice before we can kick it off. But it should be 30 green flag laps, and it should go flag to flag. Average I rating in here is right around the 3,200 mark. So these guys are all higher I rating than your average. So lap 2, we are just about ready to go green. Coming out of turn number 4, Billy Barros going to get us started, and he does so. Green flag's in the air. Barros about 2 lanes up off the bottom. He's going to lead lap 1. Spieth was right on the inside wall. He'll come out second. Here comes the battle. 3rd and 4th, and Garrett Boyd is already going all the way to the outside. I think he's going to have to abandon that plan because he can't even catch the 4th place car right now. Reed Brochard back here behind Josh Gerlach. 30 laps at the top of this place. He's going to run an extra mile and a half or 2. But those guys down on the bottom aren't. Spieth's trying to reel in Barros. Barros up front. These guys ran 1-2 at Kern County and was Spieth out front. Barros in second. Gerlach was 3rd, so looks like they picked up where they left off at the short track. Barros is holding on to that point. Out there about 4/10. Now Josh Gerlach went to the top. I don't know. Maybe he's going to, try that cut down line. I thought I might see somebody try that. I didn't know he'd try it that quick. He lost about 1/10 of a second right there. Two seconds. 1st to 5th right now. Down around that inside. It's just so much shorter. Go check the times on the stopwatch. Well, the guy at the back's been the quickest car. He and Josh Gerlach about the same. It's just so much further around here. I don't think he can make up a lot of ground. He's hoping that the guys at the bottom burn it all off, and he's going to run out of laps pretty quick. It's going by pretty fast, 16 and a half seconds per lap. We're already down to 21 laps remaining. Boyd now just about to clear Brochard. He'll have the spot this time. Barros is out front. That time, Barros, quickest car on the track. Opened up the gap to over 3/4 of a second. Gerlach and Boyd are drawing closer and closer. Gerlach running the bottom. Boyd is exclusively staying on the high side. He's closing the gap. Really not used to seeing the 21 car be the top side guy at any of these racetracks. And right now, he's making it work. He's got 17 laps to catch the leaders, and he's closed it up. He's getting there. He's quicker than everybody right now. Just about a 1/2 quicker than your leader, Billy Barros. Steven Spieth is now starting to explore different lines. He moved up off the bottom. That time through 1 and 2, he ran the middle. He is going to continue to move higher and higher because Boyd is coming. Garrett Boyd is now closing the gap, and he's running right at the top. Spieth has gone up there to cover the line. That'll change things a little bit, but Boyd does a great cut-down move right there, and he took the spot away. Now he'll go right back to the top side. keeping the car straight. He's got it down to under a half second. Here comes the 21. Picked his poison like he did at Cedar Lake. Started at the back of the field. Charging to the front. 12 laps to go, and now it's 0.3 of a second. Barros probably can't even hear him yet, and he won't until he's right alongside, which is about right there. Now Barros knows that somebody's up on the top making it work. Dead even at the line. This time out of 2. Will it be Barros? Will it be Boyd? Boyd, with the momentum, surges by. He can't have a mistake off the top side. Now Billy Barros went up there. That's the mistake. He should have stayed where he was, in my opinion. He might have held on to second. Now he's got to do something that I think the top side's got the advantage. We're 9 laps to go. Spieth is second. Boyd is first. Barros now third. Gerlach is fourth, and Reed Brochart. And we'll put the track map back out. You can see how far it is from first to fifth. Boyd trying to go 2 for 3 tonight. Now it'll be a first, a fifth, and a first, which is an overall third place, I guess. Barros with the mistake. He tried to change lanes and he wasn't ready to set the car on the top, smack the fence, and I think he bent it. It doesn't look like it's handling quite the same. He's losing ground to even Steven Spieth, but the quickest car on the track is still your leader, Garrett Boyd. Got up there, got married to the top. I thought it was a bad decision. He's making an absolute liar out of me because he is getting away from these guys. 2.7 seconds. Brochart trying to reel in Gerlach, just struggling. He can't find a line that's comfortable. Gerlach with a bump of the fence, and that's going to help Brochart catch up a little bit. Barros. Spieth keeps making mistakes, and Barros may be able to get back to second place here. Good run up the backstretch, just not quite close enough. And then he follows Steven Spieth's example in the last set of corners and puts the 38 right into the wall himself. Boyd is 3.6 seconds out in front, and he is still driving away. His lap times have just not fallen off. Yeah, he's still running sub-17s, everybody else. 17.3 and slower. He'll come around. He'll get popsicle sticks this time. It's 2 to go. Looks like Garrett Boyd may be on his way to winning a second time here at Eldora. Not used to seeing him run the top, but he is executing it perfectly here and has all 30 laps. White flag this time, 4 seconds. Barros has got company. On the white flag lap, can he hang on to the podium here? Boyd's going to win it going away. Spieth is going to come home in second, and Barros will come home in third. Gerlach tried hard. He'll come home fourth, and then Brochart back in the fifth spot. Yeah, the steering on the 38 car looked like it's a little bit on the bent side. He was trying to turn one wheel left. The other was kind of facing out to the right. So let's grab our drivers. Now let's talk to Mr. Billy Barros one more time tonight. Third place in this one, sir, and it looked like you had second once Boyd got around you, and I think you made a bad choice, maybe trying to go up and run the top.
I'd say so, too. That was a pretty good hit in the wall there.
How bent up is it?
Oh, it's not too bad. It was drivable. Just the tires were going away, and I was just kind of getting comfortable running the bottom. I had no idea Garrett was back there or up there, and all of a sudden he was in front of me. Did not even hear him. So that was awesome.
Oh,
Good
and
job with him again.
I thought for sure you'd hear him the first time you guys came off a 2, and he was on your outside right there. I thought you'd have heard him. But I thought he made a horrible choice choosing the top from lap number 1, and apparently I am not an Eldora fan because I didn't realize it was that good up there with this little bitty car. But you say you didn't even know he was there till he got around you. He was coming pretty fast.
Yeah, I can tell you it wasn't that good up there for everyone. I tried it. It didn't work for me.
Well, an awesome night no matter what. A couple of seconds in the third. They're all podiums. Obviously not going to close you too much in the points. Probably going to fall a little further, but we got a few races to go. You still think there's a good chance to go steal this away from that guy?
I think there is. Luckily, this third race tonight was an Ironman only, so not part of the regular season, just part of the year-long Ironman Championship. So my rival tonight was the number 71, who I protected from and finished behind me. So I'm happy with that for this race. But I think I maybe closed in a little bit on Garrett, but man, he's going to be tough to try to overtake at the end of the season.
I think with just a handful of races, you're going to really have to do something. And tonight, you should have made up enough points. You're only 12 back in that Ironman coming in, so you should have made up enough points finishing in front of that 71 car all night long to maybe get this thing down to where it's absolutely a slugfest the rest of the year.
I think it is. I think it will be. Yeah, and I know we still need to factor in some drops for the regular season as well, so it might be a little closer on that side of things too. We'll find out after this week, and hopefully we can throw some punches next week.
Well, wasn't it 2 years ago, 2023, where you two came down to the very end and it was 1 point?
Exactly. Yeah, that was 2023, a whole year's worth of racing and 1 point between us at the end of it. So, and that wasn't in my favor that time. So I'm definitely itching to go take one for myself.
I think we're ready to see that again. I know we have a whole nother season to go of these things, but I think I'm ready to see another one of those last race, last lap, last everything, where the finish there makes what the Ironman is all about. You just have to be there at the very end.
Exactly. It's looking like it's shaping up that way. So hopefully we can put on a show for you in a couple weeks' time.
Awesome job, my man. Some more shout-outs again before we let you go for the night.
Of course. Thank you again, Roger. Thanks for sticking these out with us. Always love watching these back on the Dirt Racing Network. Thanks again to Josh for putting the league together and for everyone else that came out to race with us tonight and everyone else who hopefully will join us in the next couple of weeks.
All right, man. Congrats on the night. Look forward to seeing you guys back next week.
All right. Thanks, Roger.
Billy Barros finishes third in race number 3, second in all the other races, and now he goes from winning at Kern County, second tonight here at Eldora. He said it was probably going to be a good one. He cooked the momentum. He just didn't stay up front there. Steven Spiess, you were trying stuff all over the track tonight here at Eldora.
Yeah, the first half of that race there, following Billy around, it felt like we were running pretty similar laps, so kept trying stuff, and then Garrett showed the way, but he was running that top way better than the rest of us, I think. So there was no catching him.
Yeah, it's a little thin up there, and if you make one mistake, it can really hurt you. Did you bend your car? We saw you hit the wall pretty good there right in front of Billy.
Yeah, I did it a couple of times, just carrying a little too much speed into one, and haven't driven on this track where we've had to run the rim for quite a while, and it showed, but I got it sorted out, and luckily Billy wasn't able to capitalize on it.
Well, it's going to be an awesome night here. A first, a second, and I don't remember, was it a fourth in the first race at Cedar Lake? So all in all, pretty good average. Well, we have to. We raced it. We got to talk about it. I mean, it doesn't have to be pretty. We're just going to put it in with the average. We're going to say about between 2 and 3 on an average for tonight. You can't complain about that when it's 3 races in the same series in the same night.
No, for sure. Good night. Always fun racing with this group. Like I said, it doesn't matter. It only takes 2 cars to have a good race. So whether we've got 5 or 20, to me, it doesn't really matter as long as we got the right people in here. And now it's time. It looks like they just went under red flag, but it's time to go watch the real Midget race at Eldora on Flow.
All right, my man. Give me some shout-outs before you head for that.
Oh, no shouting out here. Just thanks, everybody, for coming out.
All right, my man. Congrats. We'll see you next week.
Sounds good.
Steven Spiess finishing in that second spot tonight. He already had a win here, but he's going to get another one. I have to admit freely that I thought going to the top from lap number 1 was a terrible idea, and you absolutely proved me wrong. You're not a top-line driver, Mr. Boyd. What is going on?
I don't know. It's I've always been comfortable on the top here, so it works pretty good for me, no matter the car. So I feel like I can feel where the wall is, so to say, so it makes it easy to run up there.
Little to no mistakes. I mean, I think I saw you bump the wall maybe once or twice during that run, but there at about halfway, about 4 or 5 laps before halfway, you really weren't making very many inroads, and then all of a sudden just looked like you kicked on an afterburner, and it was 0.3 of a lap every single lap after that.
Yeah, it was kind of hard at the beginning. I mean, I knew the bottom was going to be strong, but it took a while to get into a rhythm on the top, and then I feel like it kind of worked itself in a little bit better to be a little bit faster.
Well, an awesome job tonight. I think you're going to get to keep the points lead. It may be a very slim margin, but I think you're going to get the points lead. And this last race being only Ironman, I know that doesn't help in the season points. But, hey, if these guys start to falter as we get into the last part of this season and the next one, every time you win for an Ironman, it gets you a little bit closer to the front.
Yeah, I kind of didn't start the Ironman season off the best, so kind of playing catch up on the end here, but it is what it is, and just having fun running these races with these guys is a blast.
All right, man, give me the shout-outs before I let you get out of here tonight.
Once again, James and Billy for paying for the broadcast, and then Josh for putting the league on, Roger, you for broadcasting it, the lovely lady behind me, and then
don't hit him with whatever that is.
She's snoozing today, so.
That's what I'm talking about. If she got to take care of you, she probably needs a nap. All right, my man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great night. I will see how you're feeling tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.
That is Garrett Boyd. He wins 2 of the 3 races tonight. 1 for the points and 1 for the Ironman. So good job by him tonight. That is going to do it. Sunday night. Please come and join us. 8:30. It's for a good cause. Doesn't matter if it's $5 or $25. If you can give a donation to help somebody who's fighting cancer, please come to the Facebook page, the Dirt Racing Network. Click one of the links that is posted with that charity race post and donate. If you're a Craftsman truck driver, you come in here and pay your $20 to enter, and you can come run that 103 lapper and get on the network and probably be talking to me at the end of it if you're any good at it. So make sure you go over there and you do that. Follow all the links that are in that post. I want to thank you all for being here. Without you, there's no reason to do this. Without all the great leagues giving us fantastic racing like we saw 3 times here tonight, there's nothing to cover. Everybody gets a high five and pat on the back. Till we see you the next time, peace and love to everybody. Keep the rough side facing down. Until you come and see me again, please keep